Hi guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today we're going to use some dried flowers from the garden to make some delicious smelling bath salts, and I'll even show you how to make this cute little label on your Cricut to package them up as little gifts. Let's go. So the first thing I did was take 1 cup of oatmeal and put it in my food processor. We're going to blend this up so that it becomes just kind of a powder. This is called colloidal oatmeal. This is what you get when you buy like a bath soak that has oatmeal in it. It's just processed oatmeal. So blend that until it is a very nice powder, and it makes about a cup. You know, if you put a cup in, you get a cup out pretty much. Then I'm going in with 6 cups of Epsom salt into a big bowl. It doesn't have to be perfect. To my 6 cups of Epsom salt, I'm going to add in my 1 cup of colloidal oatmeal. You can buy this, but it's way cheaper and easier just to make it yourself. It's literally just blended oatmeal. Then I'm going in with 1 cup of activated charcoal. I got this on Amazon, but you can usually find it at pet stores in the fish tank section. It just helps kind of filter things out. Then I'm going in to just kind of mix this before I add in my more delicate things like these rose petals. I'll link where I got everything down below, but I'm going in with half a cup of rose petals, half a cup of lavender flowers. And then I grew these globe amaranths and put them in my dehydrator. They kind of dry naturally anyway. They're edible, but they're kind of like straw flower type texture, really dry anyway. So the texture to eat is not good, but you can make a tea out of them. But we're gonna put them in our bath salt. Then here, I have dahlia and zinnia flower petals. I'm kind of digging in to get kind of the dark purples and stuff. I had just kind of yellow on top. So about a half a cup, maybe more like a cup of our dried garden flower petals. And then again, we're just gonna mix this all together. Now I'm gonna take argan oil and I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of argan oil in our mixture. It's just kind of good for your skin. It's gonna give it a little moisture. And it'll help kind of blend stuff together. So then I bought this essential oil set, and these are super fancy looking, but I went through and I picked out chamomile and Chinese rose. Chamomile is also good for your skin, so I'm gonna just dump the entire bottle in, and then the rose just smelled good, especially with the rose petals that we already put in here. So I tried to get every last drop, but these two together were kind of a subtle floral smell. It wasn't super overpowering, so I really liked the combo. And then again, it's just time to mix, but I decided my bowl was just a little too small, so I went and grabbed a larger bowl to mix in just so I didn't make such a big mess. You know, I have tons of these bowls around, so might as well use them. So go ahead and mix everything together, trying to be somewhat gentle, just so you don't, totally macerate all of your flower petals. And now I went in to make the label. So I added a rounded square shape, unlocked the dimensions, and made it 3 inches by 4 inches because that's what the packet size that I have would fit. Changed it to white, and I like to zoom in so I can kind of see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to add a text box. And if you watched my other video with my goldenrod salve that I made, I think I said salve in that video. Turns out it's salve. Thanks, Mom. But I wanted to use the same font that I used on that project. So I kind of typed in what I wanted. I know a lot of people don't take baths anymore, but you might do a foot soak. So I decided to put both on the label. So I've bookmarked my favorite fonts. I'm going to pick the same one I used for my last project, change it to that, and then I will drag it over and just kind of hold shift and then drag it to resize it. If you hold shift, it'll keep its dimensions and it won't kind of make it all warped and funny. I don't know if font changes, but shapes definitely do. So I didn't like how spaced out this was when I put it all in one text box, so I ended up copying and pasting the ampersand and the foot soap words into their own text boxes so that I could kind of manipulate the spacing a little bit better, and I like how it turned out much more than before. And then I had room to actually put the ingredients list down at the bottom. So again, here I'm just kind of selecting all of them and aligning them horizontally, and then I went in with another text box with the other font I used in my last project, added the ingredients list down below just so that people know what's in it, and then I highlighted everything one more time, aligned it horizontally so it was all nice and spaced out correctly. Now I wanted a border, so I went in with this rounded square shape again, and I made it the same size as my label, so 3x4. I did change it to black because I wanted it to be a black outline here in just a second. So Cricut is not the easiest when you want to make shapes. So this is kind of the easiest way I have found to make outline shapes like this. So I have my black one, I copied and pasted, changed it to red, and then made it about 0.05 inches smaller than my first one, and then aligned it horizontally. After that, I selected both shapes just by dragging and clicking, and then I clicked the slice button. Then I clicked on the red, deleted it, clicked on the middle black and deleted it, and then I drug over my new outline, and I held shift and just kind of shrunk it a little bit just to where it was barely smaller than the original shape. Again, highlighted everything and aligned it horizontally just so it all looked correct. Now, this is what I like to do. I like to copy and paste my projects. So right here, I've copied and pasted it so that the first one I can just kind of group together. If you highlight and hit attach, it'll just make them into a group, where if you hit the toggle arrow, it'll show what's in it. And then I hide that, so that way I don't print it. Then for my second shape, I'm going to flatten these. Once you flatten it, that becomes a print then cut. If you save it without your originals, you can't go back and edit this. So I like to keep both versions. And then it was time to make 16 of these, and you send them to your printer and follow the instructions on the screen to cut and get them ready to go. So here are the little baggies, and here are my labels. So let's go ahead and get these stuck on. Now I did use the printable sticker vinyl from Cricut to make these, and so they were a little bit thick. I really think just regular like paper labels would work better. I just know how to use Cricut more than like Word or something like that to make labels, so that's what I did. Then I took my little tablespoon measure, and I fit 4 tablespoons of our bath salts into these little zipper pouches. Then I used the spoon just to kind of tamp everything down and get it sealed nice and tight so that it hopefully holds its scent for a while. But this was a super fun project. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks guys. Bye.